Looks a little bit underpowered, but it's got wheels, so we're gonna do it. Hello my friends, and welcome to Tom's Tinkering and Adventures. Today we're going to work on this little tricycle here. Those of you who know me know that I have a granddaughter. Yeah, little Zelda. She's about 3 years old. She's coming out to visit. Now the other day I was headed over to the VFW to pick up some dinner, and I'm not the type of guy who's going to pass up something on the side of the road that says free. So I saw this little tricycle sitting there and the side of the curb, along with some other junk, which we'll get to that later maybe on another video. So I threw it in the back of my truck. Now I looked this up here, Angeles. These tricycles are about 150, 200 bucks, and I don't know, you can see here it's made out of this square tubing. It's really heavy duty, and it's all here. It's a little worse for wear, but it'll make a nice tricycle for her visit, and then once she's done, I'll pass it on to someone else. Now, I talked to her on FaceTime the other day and asked her, hey, Papa's got a tricycle for you. What color would you like it to be? So she said purple. So what we're gonna do is we are gonna take this thing apart, sand it down a little bit, paint it purple. I got some white paint. I think we'll do white for the wheels and maybe white for the seat. And I noticed that we've got some slop on this front axle here, so we'll see what we can figure out for that. And then I also ordered some pedals and some hand grips, so when those come in we'll get them on here. But let's take it apart. Well, I wish every teardown was this easy. Came apart quite nicely. So now I'm going to clean it all up. Of course, we've been sitting here, we got stuff everywhere. And looks like it's been curb rashed, or maybe tried to been painted a couple different times here as well. Front wheel's got the same kind of stuff on it. So I think I'm gonna try some acetone, see if that'll take that off of that wheel. Otherwise we'll just try to scrub it maybe with a Scotch-Brite or something. And then some sanding, some wire brushing maybe, and we'll get some paint on here. I'm not sure if this acetone is going to work on this or not, but let's take a peek here. If I can get these gloves on. Trying to have some sort of semblance of safety on this channel every once in a while, you know. There you go. Safety 17th. So let's take a look and see if that's going to take this off. Otherwise, I guess we can hit it with a wire wheel, or maybe some, oh, I know what might work, is some steel wool. It might be making it slightly better. Looks like we're taking more black off than we're taking paint off, or whatever is on there. Chemicals can't solve our problems. What can? Maybe slightly better. Let's try some steel wool next. Steel wool, steel brush. Let's see what we got here. This looks like it's going to do it. It's going to be a little bit more labor intensive. Let's see how the steel brush does. Steel wool works the best out of all of them. Okay, well, I'll get busy cleaning up these wheels. Sometimes I forget all the tools I got, so I grabbed my little, I guess it's a die grinder. Got these Scotch-Brite type pads on it. They cleaned it up pretty good, so I'm gonna hit the rest of them. I think I'm gonna start a charity called keep spray paint away from crackheads. I don't know why someone would go crazy with the paint and not at least mask the wheels off or even take them off. It took about a minute. So they're mostly clean. I didn't want to get too aggressive with that Scotch-Brite wheel because you can kind of see, I don't know how well you can see it on here, but it's kind of eating up the rubber, and this rubber is old. You can see how cracked it is here. So probably what I will do is hit that with some black shoe polish actually after I'm done. I bet that'll make it come out. Or maybe some, what you call it, Armor All. Thank you. Good looking out. All right, so now I put a fresh pad on there. We'll knock the rust off of this real quick. Those rims are gonna be kind of a pain, but we'll do what we can on them. Sure, it'd be nice if life was like a video, because this wasn't quite, you know, just cut from one scene to the next and it's ready to put some paint on. But there you have it. We've been scrubbing on it, cleaning it up. I got that main frame completely cleaned up. So what I'm gonna do is I am going to wipe it down with some acetone, set it out here and let it dry in the sun, and we're gonna hit it with some super duper Rust-Oleum. Well, it's not a perfect day to paint. We got some breeze going on here, but then again, you know, I'm using Rust-Oleum. Now, if you do a lot of spray painting, one of these little trigger deals is nice to have. Just takes a little bit of the pressure off of your finger. So I'm gonna put a couple of light coats of purple on here and we'll see how she turns out. There we go. Painting the saddle white and these rims. Look at that. See, that's what's called masking, crackheads. God. So I'll get those painted, and I still got to strip this big front tire. I'm getting pretty tired. I've busted out everything here. I've got the sander, wire wheel, and the drill, the air tool, hand tools, everything. But I figured I'd get some paint on here, maybe get me feeling a little bit more motivated. Okay, if you remember, these axle lugs, or whatever you call them, that hold this front wheel on, are very loose. So we're going to come up with a solution for that. So I have cut up an aluminum can and made some strips here. So we're going to use those as a shim. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put a little piece of tape on it to get it started, wrap it around this, and then I'll put it in there and I'll show you how much slop that has picked up, or taken up, I guess. Okay, there's the shim wrapped around there, and now you can see this thing is not moving at all. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that around this one, around the other one, put the wheel in here. Might have to just put a little punch through that to put the hole through the aluminum, but that should solidify our front end. All right, it's starting to look like something now. I probably could have done a little bit more. I wrapped around those things 1.5 or 2 times, and this one's still a little bit on the loose side. This one's better, but it's a big improvement, so we're going to go with it, all things considered. The Tricycle's not perfect. Like I said, you can see the cracks in these tires and that sort of stuff. Got the second coat of paint on the back wheels and painted the bottom of the seat. Those should be dry here real soon, and we'll reassemble. The white wheels were definitely the way to go. If I'd have just painted this thing all purple, it wouldn't have much. Wouldn't have much to set it up side here. I set it apart, and now this this seat, let's set that on there. I think that's gonna do it. I've got grips and pedals on their way. Whoo-wee, look at that thing. Doesn't take much to get me excited here, though. All right, so we're all together, just waiting on the grips and the pedals. My parts finally showed up for the Tricycle. I certainly hope I got the right stuff here. Oh, it doesn't look good. It doesn't fit. That's funny because I measured that. All right, well, we're gonna have to run a drill through that. See if we can make those work. Those look like they might work. All right, we'll get the hand grips installed and I'll see if I can't make those work. Love this. Okay, the hand grips fit. The foot pedals, I had to drill them out a little bit bigger. And then these caps that hold them on were kind of a pain, but I did get them on there. But now for the final piece here. Let's see if we can get that installed on there. Oh man, this might be the most difficult part of the whole operation here. But it is looking good. Those white hand grips, I think, were the right call. I don't know who told me to do that one, but that was the right thing. All right, let's see what we got here. Oh man, this thing is fast. And the best part is that my granddaughter is here, so we are going to get her live reaction to Tricycle to see if she loves it. So let me get it in position here, and then we'll bring her out here and see what she thinks. All right, there's Zelda, and what do we got for you? What is it? Is it a surprise? Okay, here's the surprise. Do you want to? Here, I'll let your mommy hold this, and I'll take it off, and you gotta see what Zelda says about your surprise. Are you ready for a surprise face? Come on over here.
Go stand next to Papa.
Ready?
Oh, wait.
Mommy, look. What is it? Where's your happy surprise face? You said you were practicing your surprise face.
Look, Mommy.
You know how to ride it?
Yeah.
Okay.
And pedal.
And pedal.
Wait, get that.
You better pull it. Let's pull her back.
All right. Well, Zelda never had anything with pedals before, so she's learning now. Is it so awesome? What?
Like it? Yeah.
Well, it turned out pretty good, and I'm really glad that Zelda was here to enjoy it. The pedals came in about a day or 2 days after she showed up. She's gonna be here for a couple of weeks, so she can enjoy that and learn how to pedal. And then I don't know what we're gonna end up doing with it because it's just too big for him to take back. So I guess I'll just hold on to it. Maybe she'll be back to visit before she gets too big for it. But trash to treasure, you have to love it. That thing was heading to the landfill. So I'm glad that I got it, glad that I fixed it up, and the little gal can enjoy it. All right, if you dig what I'm putting out, please give me a thumbs up. Leave a comment down below if you would, I'd appreciate it. And if you're not already a subscriber, please consider doing so. Thank you very much for watching. Get out there and find your adventure. Adios.